So again, implicit differentiation, yes, we've done a lot of this. We're just using our new techniques of integration to go back and make sure we can use it on all kinds of problems that we've been exposed to. Let's do implicit differentiation. My goal is to get dy dx. You tell me, where should I start?
You should differentiate.
Differentiate, yeah. Implicit differentiation, implicit differentiation says I can differentiate right now and then get y prime alone at the end, rather than explicitly get y equals something all alone and then derive. Okay, so let's start by differentiating. What do I do? 1 over the stuff times the derivative of the stuff. What rule are we going to do for the derivative of the stuff? Product rule. So 1 over the stuff, let me highlight it, 1 over the stuff times the derivative of the stuff. So now let's find what is the derivative of x times y. Well, the first times the derivative of the second plus the second times the derivative of the first. Okay? So that one's done. Then it's going to be plus what? 2? Oh, you had 2. Okay. So 4 is equal to what? 0. My goal is to get y prime, otherwise dy dx all alone. Let's see if you remember what we said a long time ago when we first learned implicit differentiation. The addition and subtractions is what I'm looking for right now, because that will help me see what are all the pieces that I have. Alright, so let's highlight those. And when I highlight those, I see that I'm going to distribute this across 2, and then this one over here is just going to add. You with me? Yeah, go ahead.
Is it okay to put like dy dx as like y prime or something?
Yeah, and if you put y prime, just please make sure you make it predominant where it doesn't look like y to the first power. And for the AP exam as well. Because that they won't see it as misspelling. If it looks like y to the 1, you just did that wrong. Okay? Alright. With me having identified the addition and subtraction signs, let's be efficient. What should we move over? What should we do? Subtract 4. Now, let's say our next step. What do we do after we've subtracted 4? Multiply by what? xy. Nicely done. You're going to multiply this by xy. Now you should be looking that this is it. I never had to distribute this, because identifying the addition and subtraction signs help me be more efficient. Okay? Now what? Subtract y. And then last but not least, divide by x. Guys, where you're at right now in your calc little careers, you should be able to do that right now without showing every step of the way. Yes?
Why did you multiply 4 by x?
Because right here, do you see that this is all one huge piece fused together through multiplication? So when I subtracted 4, I have all of that equals a negative 4. You with me? So now I'm going to use this, and instead of dividing by xy, I'm going to multiply both sides by xy. Those cancel to 1, and I'm just left with this now. And that's where that xy came from.
Okay, it looks like you distribute the 1 over xy to the numerator.
Oh yeah, no.
Will that be acceptable in AP exam?
Yeah. That's what they want you to do. The techniques that I'm showing you are not just off the cuff of what I like, you know what I mean? It's the way, the algebraic manipulation, the trends that they're going to. And does that mean that I took a lot of tests and not took them like tests, but I mean looked at a lot of tests? Yes, to develop that kind of awareness, okay? Any other questions on this question?